There is a growing problem in cities across the United States. 10,000 newborns are welcomed into the United States every day, while 70,000 puppies and kittens are welcomed into the United States every day. There aren't enough humans to take in animals, and many are left to fend for themselves on the streets. Homeless animals outnumber homeless people 5 to 1, and almost 6 million companion animals are given to shelters every year. Animals left abandoned have a significantly smaller chance of surviving than those living with people. What is being done to stop the universal suffering of animals in poor conditions?
The MSPCA is a standalone nonprofit rescue organization. We have 3 shelters in Massachusetts, as well as an animal hospital, law enforcement department, and advocacy department. The goal of the MSPCA is to reduce suffering in animals, to provide kindness and compassion for animals. It's really important to reduce the pet population in order to prevent animals from having to live outside or in conditions that are not adequate for them. MSPCA has a lot of ways of reducing pet overpopulation. First and foremost, we offer a ton of options for spay and neuter, both for dogs and cats at regular cost through our regular hospitals, as well as running multiple low-cost and subsidized programs for low-income families.
My name is Mabel Sterrett, and I've been volunteering with the MSPCA for 1 year. So pets are just awesome because they bring happiness and they bring a sense of fulfillment and accomplishment. I love the MSPCA. I've been volunteering with them for a year now, and it's been one of easily the best experiences of my life. I work in the cat room, and my job entails taking care of the cats, socializing with them, and also helping potential adopters find a cat that's good for them.
The benefit of adopting rather than purchasing a pet is that you are helping to save a life, and you're helping to make sure that an animal that might not have had a home has a great place to live. I guess the adoption process begins probably before people even come in through our door. We have a lot of our animals posted on our website and on petfinder.com, where people can sort of get a sense of what we have available for adoption. Then they come into our adoption centers, they meet the animals that they're interested in, they speak with staff, and hopefully they take an animal home. But for us, the adoption process never ends there. We want to make sure that our adopters have everything that they need, and so if our adopters need advice or help in the future, we're there for them, I guess, forever.
You know, it's really important to get the cats and dogs at the shelter socialized because they often have such a hard time adjusting to their surroundings. It's really hard for a cat to come out of its shell when it's in a carrier cage for a prolonged amount of time. So just being able to get the cat moving, get it to be friendly with people, it gives it a much better chance of being adopted than if volunteers didn't come in and play with them. So I think volunteers play an absolutely vital role to the MSPCA, and I love my volunteer job there. I think adoption is important because you're helping save the life of a pet that may not have survived otherwise. You're helping get pets off the street, and you're ultimately reducing the number of stray animals and animals in deplorable conditions. It also just makes animals happy to, have somebody there for them who wants to be with them.
The best piece of advice that I would give to first-time adopters is to take your time and meet as many animals as possible, and to meet animals that you might not have thought you would be interested in, because you might be surprised at what you find, and you might end up with something that you didn't necessarily originally think you would end up with, and sometimes that's amazing.